Erling Haaland's Norway have failed in their bid to qualify for the upcoming tournament in Germany. It's been 23 years now since Norway last appeared in a major international football tournament. On matchday 7 of the UEFA Euro qualifiers, Norway's dream of qualifying for the Euro 2024 in Germany ended as Israel and Georgia pipped them to the last playoff spots. 20 teams could qualify directly for the tournament via the group stages, while 3 other teams would have to qualify for the playoffs based on their final positions in the 2022 UEFA Nations League. Georgia, who were drawn in Norway's Euro qualifying Group A, had won their Nations League group back in September 2022. Israel had also finished top of their Nations League group, while Norway had finished second, with Norway failing to qualify directly by winning their Euro qualifying group or occupying second spot. Georgia, who came fourth behind Norway in third, moved ahead of them in the playoff rankings. Norway needed Israel to beat Romania to stand any chance of qualifying for the playoffs. Israel lost. Norway's last appearance in a major tournament was in Euro 2000, when they qualified for the tournament hosted in Belgium and the Netherlands, under then head coach Niels Johansson. Since then, the wait for qualification for another tournament has continued as they failed to qualify for the Qatar World Cup 2022, and now Euro 2024. Could Erling Haaland have done better? In a Norway team boasting the likes of Erling Haaland and Arsenal's Martin Ødegaard as the only star players, it's difficult to look past Haaland as the hero who could have led Norway to the Olympiastadion in Berlin. But Haaland has scored 27 goals in 29 appearances for Norway, and this campaign alone, he is Norway's top scorer in the UEFA Euro qualifiers, with 6 goals in 5 games. Comparisons will be drawn to Scotland's Scott McTominay, who has inspired a fairly underwhelming Scotland team into a formidable force in Europe, netting 7 goals in as many appearances, while registering 1 assist. However, Norway would rue their qualification chances, as they recall that famous home game against Scotland back in June, where they led by an Erling Haaland penalty goal at 61 mins. Haaland was substituted off at 85 mins, but could only watch in dismay from the bench, as his teammates somehow managed to concede 2 late goals in quick succession in the 87th and 89th minute. Norway lost that game 2-1. Looking back now, it's difficult not to say that had they won that game, they'd be looking forward to the upcoming return fixture against Scotland, with their fate still very much in their hands. What does this mean for Haaland and Norway? On a record-breaking night where Kylian Mbappé scored 300 career goals in style with a hat-trick and a hat-trick of assists, as his France national team wiped the floor with Gibraltar by thrashing them 14-0. You heard that right? Norway's failure to qualify for the Euro 2024 means Erling Haaland and his teammates will have to wait until 2026 before attempting to qualify for the upcoming World Cup in the US, Canada, and Mexico. Kylian Mbappé has already won the World Cup, while England are strong favourites to win the Euro 2024. With France and England qualifying for the tournament in Germany, Erling Haaland's Ballon d'Or chances have been cut slim. Yes, players and fans actually care about it. In case anyone needed reminding, a certain Jude Bellingham is making light work of La Liga with a sensational debut campaign. And who knows, as he so often does, he could come up with the winning goal in the Euro finals against France. Much was made of this year's Ballon d'Or, as Lionel Messi stealthily beat Haaland to the prestigious award. Anyone who had a counter-argument was met with the swift response: Messi won the World Cup. Touché. What does the future hold for Norway? On a brighter note, things are looking good for Norway. Yeah, I mean it. Haaland is only 23 years old, and will be turning 26 2 days after the World Cup final on July the 19th, 2026. Ødegaard is 24 and, like Haaland, will just be hitting his prime when he turns 27 in 2026. Bar the odd event of uncertainty, Erling Haaland will be a much better footballer in 2026, and though you could ** to your pants, contemplating he's a robot already at 23, his all-round game and development will significantly be improved by then. He'll easily make a nice toast out of San Marino, but don't tell them I said that. You don't want to get their hopes up. The Arsenal playmaker Martin Ødegaard will have discovered the heights of his powers too, and with the upward trajectory he's on, you wouldn't bet against him not to make the team of the tournament, playing just behind Haaland. Well, there's Bellingham, but that's for another day. Norway's starlet Antonio Nusa at club training ground in Bruges, Belgium. The Norwegian wonderkid Antonio Nusa, currently learning his trade at Club Brugge in the Belgian Pro League, will have been moulded into a generational talent, and judging by the scouting reports, and if he lives up to the high expectations, we could well be seeing a player already sitting on Neymar's vacant throne. Manchester City's newly unearthed gem Oscar Bold, a dazzling and incredibly talented midfielder, could well be recreating the famous Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry partnership with Haaland or maybe Alexander Soloth. But not as a product of London this time, but Imperial Vikings from Josa. I meant it earlier that the future was bright for the Norway national team, and albeit this spell of misfortune on the pitch cannot be simply attributed to bad luck, Norway can certainly look to the future and smile, knowing that like the Northern Lights, they'll shine through the darkness.